How is it, I wonder, that some people, when I was in the church, and I was in several along the way, asked me why I became a Presbyterian? Well, it wasn't anybody at home that told me I should do that. I wasn't looking around for anything like that. In fact, my family never went to church at all. I went to sometimes a Methodist place there, and they took me downstairs and talked to me about Bible stuff. I didn't like it very much. The best thing I ever did there was to take a key out of my pocket and work from underneath the wooden table and dig and dig and dig till it popped up here. That was silly, I'm sure, but it's what I really cared about, which means nothing. I didn't. I got away from there and didn't do anything else. So how did it happen? Here's what happened. This is the strangest thing. The same guy that threw the snowballs, name was Mike. And Mike had a mother who was a lunatic, a father who was angry all the time, and he wasn't really the father at all, but a second father. And the mother got so screamy about everything that she wanted her son Mike, or Michael she called him, to be everything he could be, which meant you will take piano lessons, you will take dancing lessons, you will go into the church, you will go in all these places. And what Michael did, his mother didn't know, was he always took a guy with him. He didn't want to go alone. Well, he asked me if I could go. I said, what do you want me to do? He said, you get church. Haven't been to church forever, or a long time anyway. And so we went to church together. I did what I was supposed to do there, I suppose. I sat there and listened to what was going on. I was put into the children's room in a way. I was also with Michael singing in the chorus upstairs. All of that was going on until his mother said, I want you to go somewhere else. I want to get you out of this church. I don't think they're doing the right thing for you. But in the meantime, while he was still there, I began to think that maybe what the minister was saying, what the people were saying, the kindness they had for me, I thought, maybe I'll hang around and see how it goes. Michael left. I stayed. I put little things in my book so I could see what I could learn about from the minister's work. And in all of that, I began to say, this might not be a bad thing. This biblical idea, and this guy up front, these people who seem to love me, even though I'm not that old, I began to work. I began to do things for him, all sorts of things. And I started growing in the idea of the church. And as a result of that, as a result of having done that, I decided it might be the right thing to do. And I got a job somewhere where I could get some time and some work. I went to the University of Maryland, I went to Pittsburgh Theological Seminary, and I came out to be the pastor of this church. But it would never have happened if the crazy woman hadn't done what she did. I say crazy, that's not fair. But she screamed and screeched every time I came near her house. And in effect, she said, don't play with him, he's not good for you. Well, Mike thought I was okay with him. But it was his time, his person, his family that brought me to where I am now. It's a wonderful thing. You never know where you're going to end up. Down one road or the other. That was a good one.